Beloved, I was with you before your first breath, and the world became focused. I have journeyed with you through every moment and season, whether in joy or sorrow. My presence has never wavered. You may only sometimes sense it, but I am always close. Like the quiet rhythm of your heartbeat, I am there, steady, unwavering, and constant. When the weight of life bears down, it is my hand that lifts you. When your heart trembles in the silence of your troubles, it is my voice whispering peace into the depths of your soul. Just as the air around you sustains your life, though you cannot see it, my presence fills every space you occupy, embracing you in times of struggle and rest. Consider the sun as it rises each morning, steadfast and faithful despite the darkness of night or the turbulence of storms. So, too, am I with you, always, an eternal light in your darkest hours, an unchanging force in a world of uncertainty. Nothing can eclipse my love for you. No cloud of fear or storm of doubt can ever drive away the warmth of my presence. When life's storms rage around you and the world's weight feels unbearable, I am your shelter. My beloved, do not carry your burdens alone. I am the refuge you seek, the stronghold that gives your weary soul rest. I know every tear that has fallen, every cry that has gone unheard by others, and every unspoken worry that fills your heart. You are never beyond my sight, never out of my reach. In your most fragile moments, I am here, offering you the peace that surpasses all understanding. Imagine, for a moment, standing amidst a storm, winds howling, rain pouring, chaos all around. Then, you step inside a warm, quiet place, and the storm is silenced behind you. This is what it feels like to enter my presence. The world may spin in turmoil, but with me, you are safe. My peace surrounds you, cradling your soul as you find refuge in me. I know the nights when sleep escapes you, when your thoughts swirl with fear and uncertainty, but my child, you do not have to bear these struggles alone. I have always been with you, even in the darkest hours, and I will lift the weight from your heart. You may feel small and unseen, but I have never forgotten you. I know you intimately, from the deepest longings of your soul to the quiet fears that haunt you. Trust in my love, for it is through this love that you will find rest. When life overwhelms you, come to me, and I will give you peace that the world cannot offer, a peace that calms the storm within. Will you let me be your refuge, comfort, and shelter from the storm? In my presence, you are never alone, and together, we can weather any trial that comes your way. Your successes or failures do not bind my beloved. My love for you, it is not measured by the world's standards nor diminished by your mistakes. My love is constant, flowing to you unconditionally like a river that never runs dry. You may feel unworthy or fear that you have placed walls around your heart, walls of doubt, shame, or fear. But I tell you, those walls need not stand forever. Let them fall, for I am here, ready to fill every hidden place with the fullness of my love. Do you not see? My love has the power to transform you from the inside out. Just as a seed buried deep in the earth bursts through the soil, seeking the light, your heart grows and blossoms when you allow my love to enter. It is not a love that seeks to flatter or merely soothe. It is a love that nourishes, strengthens, and renews. When you embrace my love, it changes everything. It lifts your eyes from your past, from the weight of your mistakes, and allows you to see yourself as I see you, beloved, cherished, and full of divine potential. Your past does not define you, my child. The walls you have built to protect yourself from pain may have also kept you from experiencing the fullness of my love. But my love, unlike any other, does not falter or fade. It is not earned or deserved. It is given freely, a gift I long for you to receive. Will you let me in? Will you allow my love to heal the wounds, restore what was broken, and make you whole? Like the river that brings life to all it touches, my love flows to you even now, waiting to transform you into the person I created you to be. Will you trust in this love? Will you let it carry you, strengthen you, and renew you? In my love, you will find comfort and the strength to grow, rise, and become the beautiful creation you were meant to be. My child, no sin is so great that my forgiveness cannot reach it. No mistake is beyond my grace. I know the weight you carry, the guilt, the shame, the fears that you've gone too far, that you are beyond redemption. But hear me now, my grace covers all. When you come to me with a heart open to repentance, I do not hesitate. I do not hold your past against you. Instead, I offer you a new beginning, a fresh start, free from the chains of yesterday. Think of the potter shaping the clay. The clay may be marred, cracked, or flawed, yet the potter keeps it. He carefully molds it, skillfully turning those imperfections into something beautiful. That is what I do with your life. I take every broken piece, failure, and mist and make something new. You are not damaged beyond repair, for I see the potential for beauty, worth, and greatness in you. I do not see you as you fear you are. I see you as my beloved creation, whole of divine purpose. Forgiveness is more than removing the stain of your past. It is the gateway to freedom. When you come to me seeking forgiveness, I lift the burden of guilt and shame from your shoulders and set you free to walk in the newness of life. You no longer need to be weighed down by yesterday's mistakes. They are gone, cast away as far as the east is from the west, forgotten in the depths of my mercy. But I ask you, my child, to forgive yourself as well. Too often, even after I have forgiven, you hold on to the remnants of guilt as though you must carry the weight of your mistakes. But this is not my desire for you. I long for you to walk in the freedom that my forgiveness offers, to release yourself from the prison of regret. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones, each representing a past mistake. You have held it for so long that it feels like part of you, but I stand before you now, asking you to let it go. Give it to me. You were not meant to carry this burden alone. When you accept my forgiveness, you step into redemption. Redemption means your story is not over. I am still writing it. What seems broken, I am turning into a testimony of grace. Every flaw, every wound, every failure becomes part of the beautiful story I am creating in your life. Will you trust me with your past? Will you let me redeem your story? There is no place my grace cannot reach, and there is no depth too far for my love to find you. You are made new in you, and through me, your life will shine with the light of my redemption. Beloved, your strength is not your own. When the trials of life seem impossible, and you feel weak, it is not in your power that you must stand, but in mine. Faith is the key. It is not merely a feeling or a fleeting hope, but a source of unshakable strength. Like a muscle that grows through exercise, your faith strengthens with each test, each trial, and each moment of trust placed in me. Do you see the roots of a tree buried deep within the earth? When the winds blow and the storms rage, the tree remains firm because its roots hold it steadfast. Your faith is like those roots, keeping you anchored in me, even when everything around you seems to fall apart. Life will bring storms. This is inevitable, but no storm will uproot you when you are rooted in me. You will stand for it because it is not your strength that holds you, but mine. When you feel that you have nothing left, when your spirit is tired and worn, this is the moment when I can do my most outstanding work for you. For my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You do not need to rely on your power, for I am here to lift you, sustain you, and be the strength that carries you through the storm. Think of the eagle soaring above the earth. It does not struggle to stay aloof, but spreads its wings and lets the wind carry it higher. So, too, will my spirit lift you when you trust me. You do not have to fight every battle alone. Though it may feel small, your faith has the power to access my limitless strength. Just as a seed contains the potential for a mighty tree, so does your faith contain the potential for greatness. When you trust me, I will guide, strengthen, and provide for you. The path may seem long, and the obstacles may be many, but remember this: you are constantly walking it with others. I am your foundation, your source of power. Day by day, moment by moment, I will give you the strength you need to overcome every trial. So, my child, lean not on your understanding or strength when the road is difficult. Lean into me. Let your faith in me be the rock you stand on, the foundation that keeps you steady when life feels unstable. When you spread your wings of faith, I will lift you higher than you ever thought possible. Will you trust me to be your strength, to carry you through the trials that lie ahead? My beloved, I see your struggles and trials that weigh heavily on your heart. Know this: no challenge you encounter is without purpose. Every hardship, every moment of pain, can become a stepping stone toward growth when you allow me to walk with you. I do not cause your suffering, but I use it to refine you, to strengthen your spirit, and to draw you closer to me. What seems like a setback is often the tool I use to mold you into the person I created you to be. Picture a seed buried deep in the earth, surrounded by darkness. It pushes through the soil, straining to reach the light, and in that struggle, it becomes firm. O are you, my child, strengthened through the trials you face. The pressure you feel is not meant to crush you, but to shape and refine your soul like gold purified in the fire. In these moments of struggle, I am closer than you know. I am with you, guiding you through the darkness, shaping you for the future I have planned. Consider the butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. The struggle it faces to break free is necessary for it to fly. Without that struggle, its wings would remain weak, unable to lift it into the air. Your challenges are like that chrysalis. What feels confining and overwhelming is preparing you for something greater. Will you trust me in the process? Will you believe that through this, I am making you more robust, resilient, and ready for the blessings that lie ahead? It can be challenging to see my hand at work amid your struggles. The pain can seem pointless, and the path is too long. But I assure you, my child, there is a purpose in every tear and trial. I am not wasting a single moment of your suffering. I am turning your pain into strength, sorrow into joy, and trials into triumphs. The struggles you face today are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of something beautiful, something filled with my grace and purpose. Trust in me, even when the way is unclear. Trust that I am using your challenges to refine you, to shape you into the person I know you can be. You are not alone in this journey. I am with you every step of the way, turning each trial into a step toward my more significant purpose for you. Will you allow me to use your struggles for good? Will you let me turn your pain into a testimony of my faithfulness? We can turn every hardship into a stepping stone toward a future filled with hope and promise. My beloved, the dreams that stir within you, the longings that echo in your soul, were placed there by me. They are not random desires, but seeds of purpose that I have planted deep within your heart. I know the fears that sometimes cloud your path, whether you are enough or the road ahead is too difficult. But I remind you, I am the one who calls you, and I am the one who equips you. When I plant a dream in your heart, I give you the strength and courage to bring it to life. Think of a seedling breaking through the soil, fragile and unsure of its place in the world. It does not know how tall it will grow or what storms it may face, yet it continues to reach toward the light because that is what it was created to do. So it is with you. You were made to grow, to pursue the purpose I have laid out for you. You do not need to know every detail of the journey ahead. You only need to trust in me to take the first step in faith, knowing that I am guiding your every move. I understand the doubts that creep in, telling you your dreams are too big and risky. But remember, I am greater than any obstacle you will face. I prepare the way before you, even when the path seems unclear. Just as I called David, a simple shepherd boy, to become a king, I see the greatness within you that others may not see. If I can use a shepherd to lead a nation, imagine what I can do through you when you trust in my plans for your life. Do not let fear hold you back, my child. Fear is natural when stepping into the unknown, but does not have to rule you. I am with you every step of the way, giving you the courage to move forward. Think about the dreams that make your heart beat faster, the ones that fill you with excitement and wonder. Those are whispers from me, calling you to step into the purpose I have designed for you. What are you waiting for? Will you take that step of faith, trusting that I am leading you into the fullness of the dreams I have given you? You don't need to do it all at once. Just one step at a time is enough. I am with you, and with me, all things are possible. I have promised you abundance, not just in material things, but in love, joy, peace, and purpose. My abundance knows no bounds, for I am not a God of scarcity. I am a God of overflowing grace and provision. The world may tell you there is not enough, that you must strive and struggle to receive what you desire. But my promises are different. They are vast, like an ocean stretching beyond the horizon, abundant and endless. Will you trust in my abundance instead of clinging to the fear of lack? When you trust me, I open doors that no one can close. As I multiplied the loaves and fishes to feed thousands, I can take what little you have and turn it into more than you could ever imagine. My beloved, will you trust in my plan for your life? Will you believe I have good things for you beyond your wildest dreams? You don't need to strive or struggle for my blessings. Simply open your heart, trust in my promises, and watch me fill your life with more than you ever ask or imagine. I am faithful, and I will never fail you. Step into the abundance I have already prepared for you, and see how I will bless your life in ways you cannot yet see. My child, how deeply I long to hear from you daily. I wait for you, yearning for the moments when you turn your heart toward me in prayer. Prayer is not merely a ritual or a duty. It is a sacred communion between us, an open door through which you invite me into the very depths of your life. When you pray, you speak words and share your heart with me. Every thought, every fear, every dream is precious to me, and I cherish each one as you lift them. Prayer is like the water that nourishes your soul. Just as your body cannot thrive without water, your spirit cannot flourish without the daily connection with me. Without it, you become dry, weighed down by the burdens of life. But when you come to me in prayer, I pour out my peace, strength, and love upon you, renewing your heart and refreshing your spirit. Imagine standing in a garden at dawn, when the dew still clings to the flowers, and the air is crisp and cool. That is how your soul feels when you come to me. It is revived, renewed, and filled with life. Prayer is more than asking for things. It is a way to align your heart with mine, to experience the deep connection that comes from simply being in my presence. When you pray, you invite me into the center of your life, allowing me to guide you, comfort you, and walk with you through every season. In those moments of stillness and communion, you begin to see that you are never alone, that I am always with you, holding you in my love. But prayer is only complete with reflection. Reflection is the practice of pausing, looking back, and seeing how you have been at work in your life. When you reflect on my word, my day, and my presence, you begin to see how I have been moving, even in minor details. You start to notice the gentle ways I have guided you, the quiet moments when I have carried you. Reflection helps you to adjust the sails of your heart, keeping you on course toward the purpose I have for you. Think of a sailor out at sea, adjusting the sails to catch the wind. Without that constant attention, the boat would drift off course. So, too, without prayer and reflection, it is easy for your life to drift, to lose sight of where you are going. But when you make time each day to speak with me and reflect on my presence, your path becomes more apparent, your burdens lighter, and your heart more at peace. Will you make space for me today? Will you set aside time to quiet your soul and invite me into your day? I am always here, always ready to meet with you, refresh your spirit, and guide you in your steps. When you prioritize our connection, you will find that your heart is not weighed down but lifted, filled with the peace that only I can give. Let us walk this journey together, one day at a time, in communion, prayer, and the quiet reflection of my love. My beloved child, amid life's uncertainties, when you feel lost and unsure of what lies ahead, remember this: I am your protector and your guide. You do not need to navigate life's winding paths alone, for I am here, watching over you with a love that never fails. When you place your trust in me, I will lead you on the path that is best for you. Even when the way seems unclear and the dangers of this world seem to loom large, I am beside you, shielding you from harm and directing your steps. Picture a shepherd leading his flock through hills and valleys, through sun and storm. The sheep do not know the way, but they trust the shepherd. They follow him, knowing that he sees the path they cannot, that he will lead them to green pastures and still waters. I am your shepherd. I know the dangers you cannot see, and I guide you with wisdom and love. You do not need to know every twist and turn ahead. You only need to trust that I see it all and that I am always working for your good. Sometimes, life feels overwhelming, and you are exposed to the storms and challenges surrounding you. But I am your shield. Like a fortress built to withstand every attack, my presence surrounds you, keeping you safe from what could harm you. You may not always see the ways I am protecting you, but rest assured, I am constantly at work, guarding you from dangers both seen and unseen. Will you trust me to be your protector, to shelter you when the storms of life threaten to overwhelm you? Faith is the key to experiencing my protection and guidance. When you place your trust in me, you are choosing to let go of fear, to release the uncertainty that weighs upon your heart. You declare, I may not know what tomorrow holds, but I know the one who holds tomorrow. Faith does not mean that you will never face challenges, but it does mean that you can face them confidently, knowing that I am with you, that my hand is upon you, and that I will not allow anything to come against you without purpose. Think of a ship navigating through rough seas. The captain does not fear the waves, for he trusts his compass to guide him safely to his destination. Your faith in me is like that compass. Even when the winds blow and the waves crash, your faith keeps you on the right path, guiding you through the storms of life. Though the world may feel chaotic and uncertain, my guidance is sure, and my protection is unfailing. When fear or uncertainty grips your heart, come to me. Let your faith in me be the anchor that holds you steady, the rock that keeps you firm when everything around you feels like it is falling apart. I will guide you through every decision, every trial, every season of life. My plan for you is good, and I am always working to lead you toward the purpose I have for you. Will you trust me to be your protector, to guide you, and to lead you to a future filled with hope and promise? You are never alone, my child, for I am with you, now and always. Amen. My beloved, I stand here, always near, always waiting for you to turn to me. Life may pull you in many directions, and its burdens may weigh heavily, but I am your refuge, strength, and peace. In every season, through every trial, I offer you my unwavering love and the promise of my constant presence. I ask you now, will you trust in me? Will you allow my love to guide you, to hold you steady, and to lead you into the life I have prepared for you? When the storms of life threaten to shake you, remember that you do not stand alone. I am your shelter, your stronghold, your protector. When the path ahead seems uncertain, trust that I have already gone before you, preparing the way, opening doors that no one can shut. You do not need to know every step. You only need to trust that I am leading you, holding you in the palm of my hand. Take comfort in knowing that my love is boundless, unchanging, and eternal. It is not contingent on your achievements or your failures. Your doubts or your fears do not diminish them. My love is a river that flows endlessly toward you, bringing life to everything it touches. All I ask is that you open your heart to it, tear down the walls you have built, and let my love in. Let it heal you, restore you, and transform you from within. Will you trust in the abundance I have promised you? Will you believe I have good things in store for you beyond what you can see or imagine? I am not a God of scarcity, but overflowing grace and provision. You do not have to strive or struggle for my blessings. They are yours. Simply open your heart, trust me, and watch how I fill your life with more than you could ever ask or think. As we walk this journey together, know I am with you every step. In your moments of joy, I celebrate with you. In your moments of sorrow, I hold you close. You are never alone, my child. I am always here, ready to lift you when you fall, comfort you when you weep, and strengthen you when you feel weak. Will you let me be your guide, protector, and constant companion? Trust in my love, promises, and purpose for your life. Place your burdens at my feet, and let me carry them for you. Together, we can face storms, climb mountains, and overcome trials. I have called you to a life of abundance, peace, and joy. Will you step into that life today? Will you trust me to lead you into the fullness of everything I have prepared for you? I am your God, and you are my beloved child. I will never leave you, and I will never fail you. Come to me and find rest, peace, and life eternal. Amen.